Britney is an icon for so many reasons. How she was brought up, I think, is super relatable. And I think, in a way, since I was growing up with her, like a little bit behind her, there are certain moments in time where I see myself reflected in Britney. So not only is she this amazing like pop princess, but she's a real person, and I just love being like connected with her through like my whole life in different points of our life.
Especially now, like knowing all that she's been through, the fact that she's still persevered and she's still kicking it is simply incredible.
I would have to say it's her talent, all of her achievements, and just the pure contribution that she's made towards music and pop culture.
This whole time, she's known exactly who she is, and she has fought very hard to be who she is and to let the people who controlled her, the people, her fans, she worked to deal with their expectations and say, like, I understand these are your expectations, but this is me. But I think she's still going, and she's still working to just be exactly who she is.
Well, I think Britney has had an incredible music career. She's been making bold and brave statements with her songs and her performances, and has been making pop headlines all over the world. Her being iconic is not just because of her talent, it's because of her strength and her courage and the capacity she's had to just reinvent herself after everything that has happened.
Because she's a survivor. Like, I just look up to her so much that she has been able to persevere through so many things. And I just feel like I can identify with her as someone who puts themselves out there and does their work, and maybe not everyone loves that work, but you try and do your best, and if you knock it out of the park, you knock it out of the park. And sometimes Britney has had excellent performances, and sometimes she's not, and sometimes she's had super hit singles, and sometimes it hasn't, but her star power is never dimmed. And I look up to that, and I aspire to emulate even a tiny pinch of what she brings to the table every time.
Britney is an icon because she encapsulates everything that we want to be, and everything that we can't be, and everything we can be. She works really, really hard, and she's talented, and she's, beautiful, and she plays to her assets, and she plays the game really well, and she is the early 2000s, literally wrapped up in a boa constrictor.
It's her resonance. She communicates with people, she connects with people in a way that is really kind of unexplainable, and she's managed to do so for the better part of 25 years. And I think that she's going to continue to do so for hopefully another 25 years, another 50 years. Who knows?
It's because she had the courage to find herself and be herself. She changed the image of the little girl, the Disney girl. And even though she did that, she didn't lose contracts, she didn't lose the fans, she could bring the fans together. And that's a very, very hard thing to do in the industry. It's very daring, and it's a great achievement.
Britney Spears, I think, is just an overall performer, and I think it's in her DNA, and I think it's everything that she's ever wanted to do is just make people smile and happy. And so for that reason, I think that Britney Spears is an icon.
She understands the assignment every single time.
I just think of her unyielding perseverance. She has outlasted so many of her contemporaries, and she fights the system as best she can. So for a pop princess, she is the real-life version of what rock stars hope they could be. Thanks so much, and we hope you enjoy our concert.